Every day, thousands of Comcast engineers and technologists, like Kunle, put people at the heart of everything they create.
In the average household, there are dozens of connected devices. Here in the Comcast family, we're building an integrated in-home Wi-Fi solution for millions of families like my own. It brings people together in meaningful ways.
Kunle and his team are building a Wi-Fi experience that connects 1 billion devices every year. Learn more about how Comcast is redefining the future of connectivity at comcastcorporation.com/Wi-Fi.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Monday, February 24th, 2025. Today we have a conversation with Miss America herself, Alabama's own Abbie Stockard. AL.com's Mary Colurso is going to ask her some questions, so you definitely want to stick around for that during our second segment today. First, we'll update you on the unemployment system case that reached the Supreme Court, the Mobile mayor's race, and a couple of campus facility projects in Tuscaloosa that jumped out at us. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. First, I need to point out that last week, while doing birthdays, I called North Alabama native Mitch McConnell a U.S. Senator representing Tennessee. Now, of course, Mitch McConnell represents Kentucky. I know one of those states has the Grand Ole Opry and the other has Mitch McConnell. I promise to keep it straight from now on. Let's get today's stuff in. The United States Supreme Court has ruled that Alabama can't deny citizens the ability to sue the state's Department of Labor over delays and mistakes in processing unemployment claims, beginning with the pandemic year of 2020, reports AL.com's Sarah White's Kodacheck. The court was split 5-4, with Justices Brent Kavanaugh and John Roberts joining the three more liberal justices for a majority. The ruling pointed to the paradox in which those who filed unemployment claims can't sue to expedite the administrative process until that administrative process was complete. The Alabama Labor Department didn't respond right away, but the state attorney general's office made a statement, quote, "We are disappointed by the court's 5-4 decision, which ruled for plaintiffs based on a narrow argument the Alabama Supreme Court never had occasion to consider," end quote. The original lawsuit in the case was filed in 2022 and targeted an Alabama unemployment system that's been taking a couple of years to process appeals, has the highest rejection rate in the U.S., has asked some claimants to actually pay money back, and was called outrageous by Governor Kay Ivey's office. A circuit court judge dismissed that case, ruling that the plaintiffs needed to finish the unemployment appeals process before they could sue over the delay in that process. The Alabama Supreme Court agreed, but the U.S. Supreme Court agreed to hear the case and reversed it. Now it's back to the state Supreme Court, where the Alabama justices will decide whether to send the class action case back to the lower court to be heard. Whether it's the public service, the challenge, the power, or the sweet new salary, several folks have announced they'll be running to follow Sandy Stimpson as Mobile's mayor. The latest to join the field is State Representative Barbara Drummond, who announced Sunday, reports AL.com's Lawrence Specker. 4 others who've already joined the race are former Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste, former Mobile District Judge Spiro Cherigatis, longtime Mobile County Commissioner Connie Hudson, and former County Commissioner and City Councilor Steve Nodine. Nodine would likely have to receive pardons for his federal and state felony convictions in order to serve should he win the election. Also, former Mobile Police Chief Paul Prine, who has filed a civil suit over his firing last April, expects to announce his intention whether to run on March 14th. Well, pickleball continues its takeover of the American landscape with a big pickleball expansion carved into a batch of University of Alabama facility improvements that were approved this month. AL.com's Walisha Morris reports that up to 10 new pickleball courts will be added to the Parker Hahn tennis facility for $1.6 million. But the biggest investment the Board of Trustees approved for the Tuscaloosa campus is a student well-being hub at just under $60 million. According to Building Bama, the Student Well-Being Hub will include, quote, offices for multiple divisions of student life, including the Counseling Center, Collegiate Recovery and Intervention Services, Health Promotion and Wellness, and the Women and Gender Resource Center, end quote. Hey, we're going to take a quick ad break, and then Mary Colurso is going to chat with Miss America, Abbie Stockard. Plus, we might as well do another Alabama place name history. We'll do the newest county in the state this time. Y'all stay with us.
This is an ad from BetterHelp Online Therapy. We always hear about the red flags to avoid in relationships, but it's just as important to focus on the green flags. If you're not quite sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify those qualities so you can embody the green flag energy and find it in others. BetterHelp offers therapy 100% online, and sign-up only takes a few minutes. Visit BetterHelp.com today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you, you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Well, thank you so much for still being here, but I know it's for Miss America and not me, so let me send this over to AL.com's Mary Colurso. She was able to sit down with Abbie Stockard.
Abbie, thank you for speaking with us today. How does it feel to be back in Alabama right now for your homecoming celebration?
It feels absolutely amazing. I've had an incredible month as Miss America. I've been all over the nation, but I've been counting down the days to come and be in my hometown, Birmingham, Alabama. It's been amazing so far. We kicked it off this morning at Hoover. I was originally Miss Hoover, then became Miss Alabama, then Miss America. So it was so nice getting to see so many familiar faces that have played such a significant role in my journey this far. I have a lot of exciting events also coming up. Almost all of the Miss America contestants all across the nation are coming to Birmingham, and so I can't wait to spend quality, uninterrupted time with them and show them around the place that I call home.
Auburn University rolled out the red carpet for you on Wednesday and Thursday. Tell us about that. What did you do and what was it like?
It was amazing. So when I got there on Wednesday, Auburn was playing Arkansas. If you don't know, Auburn is #1 in the nation right now, so I knew I had to attend an Auburn basketball game. I was a member of the Auburn University Tiger Paws dance team for 3 years, and then I made it going into my 4th year. But when you win the title of Miss Alabama, you have to take a year off of school. So last year, I never knew that all of that was going to be my last on the team. And so they let me come back to Auburn. I learned a cute little number. I performed during halftime with the team, but did it with my sash on. The entire arena went crazy. I just felt so loved and celebrated. It was a blast. And then after that, all day Thursday, Auburn really did lay out the red carpet. I mean, they went above and beyond. I started off the morning at Auburn's College of Nursing. I'm currently a student there, and I will be returning back to nursing after this year. I got to see all my professors, all of my fellow students in my cohort. After that, we got to go to the Gooch Performing Arts Center, and I was able to receive a proclamation from Auburn. They actually created an Abbie Stockard Day on February 20th, which was a big surprise for me. I had no clue they were doing that, so that's really cool. Very honored to have a day after me. Never saw that one coming. After that, I got to do an exclusive clock tower tour, which that's a part of Sanford Hall, which to me is like the Disney Castle of Auburn. I got to go to the very top and then sign my name, Miss America, in big letters across the wood. That was really, really cool. I don't have good penmanship, and it was in that moment I wished it was better, but I tried my very best, and it still looked pretty good. After that, I got to be a part of a podcast, and then we ended up finishing the night off with Auburn Alpha Gam. I had sorority sisters come, but also my mom, my sister, my cousin, who are all Alpha Gams. But then Alpha Gams from years ago, from all over, came to celebrate me, and it was just so much fun. It'll probably be one of the highlights of my year, and it was the perfect way to kick off my homecoming weekend.
Abbie, what does being Miss America mean to you?
It is an absolute honor to represent such an incredible and inspiring organization. For me, I want to use this opportunity to be a source of power and light. This organization has been vetted by the American public for over 100 years, and it's comprised of so many polished, well-spoken, motivated, accomplished individuals. And so it's so cool that I get to represent these brand ambassadors that are ages 14 all the way to 28, that all have service initiatives, and they're all using their voices, and they're truly enacting change across their communities. It is a huge honor, and my goal this year is to show people that it's so much more than wearing a pretty crown. You have the opportunity to be intentional and invest in those around you, and I've kind of coined the term always being authentically Abbie, being the Miss America that is real and relatable and approachable. I think this will allow me to shed the most positive light on the Miss America organization, continue to grow the legacy, but also make the biggest impact that will carry on beyond the years of wearing a crown.
Abbie, you've been traveling a lot as Miss America. If you could pick one place anywhere in the world to visit as Miss America, where would that be?
Okay, this is kind of random, but I've always wanted to do a tour of Italy, and what a better way to do it than being Miss America and touring Italy. So I'd probably start in Rome, visiting the Colosseum. Then I'd want to go to Florence because they're known for their Renaissance art. I want to see that. I would then want to go to Venice, and I've always wanted to ride one of those boats through the canals that like is intertwined between all the buildings. I think it is just so beautiful. I also am a foodie, so I would have to go to Naples and get some pizza. Probably could eat a whole pizza. It may not look like it, but this girl can put down some food. And then maybe even visit Pisa and get the iconic Tower of Pisa, like the Leaning Tower picture, of course with the crown and sash on and everything.
Abbie, you're a Southerner, born and bred, and I know being a Southerner is important to you. When you travel the country as Miss America, what do people want to know about the South?
They want to know if our food's as good as we say. I hate this, but I think some people that don't know a lot about Alabama think we all live on farms. And that's just not the case at all. So I get to tell them, no, I actually live in a city. There's downtown Birmingham. It's beautiful. They definitely hear the Southern accent. So they want to know, do people talk more Southern than I do? And I say, absolutely. When I come home, the accent comes out very strong, like it is this weekend. But yeah, I guess that's all I've been asked about Alabama. I think they're very surprised that a girl from Alabama could pull the title of Miss America. But here we are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for listening down in Alabama. I am so appreciative of all of your love and support, and I am so honored that I get to represent the amazing state of Alabama.
Well, thank you, Abbie, for taking the time, and thanks to Mary for getting that interview. Abbie's just a few weeks into what's got to be a surreal year. She's right about that farm thing, although I'm kind of okay with that. I told you that we'd do Alabama's newest county for this week's Name History. That would be one Houston County, located firmly in the wiregrass and peanut capital of the world in the southeastern corner of the state, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, as a matter of fact. Houston County is our newest county, having been carved out of surrounding counties in 1903. Dothan was growing into a significant city at that time, and area representatives at the 1901 Alabama Constitutional Convention were able to change a law regarding county sizes so that a new county would be legal. They named the county after former Congressman, U.S. Senator, and Governor George S. Houston. Houston, who lived in North Alabama, was governor from 1874 to 1878. He was a Unionist, but resigned from Congress and stayed home during the Civil War. He was a lawyer, cotton farmer, and slaveholder. And his term as governor started a streak of Democrats holding that office for more than 100 years. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We're going to be back here tomorrow. Until then, y'all come by and see us anytime you want to on the World Wide Web at al.com.